Give it a rally for everybody. Well, that was fun. I'm already out of breath. Those steps were much steeper than I thought. Anyone else here not in great shape? Still trying to work off the COVID weight? Hell yeah, raise the hands. Awesome. Yeah, you know you're not in great shape when you can't even exercise without hurting yourself. You know, like, seriously, I went for a jog the other day. My gums started bleeding. It's not good. Every time I brush my teeth, it's physical therapy. It's personal trainer, better dentist. What do I need? I don't know. Falling apart here, baby. My name is Tim Lowe. Tim is short for Timothy, right? That's too obvious of a nickname, right? A lot of people have fun with how they shorten their full name. Anyone have like a cool shorter version of their longer name? Anyone out there? Sort of? That's your name? Sort of? Well, give it up for sort of, everybody. What is it? What is it really? Nick? Fuck, no. It's obvious, right? But like William turns into Bill, right? Right? Now we got a Bill, yeah. You shut up too. Richard turns into Dick. Ah, right, that's funny. That's what she said. But and then Margaret turns into Peggy. Right? That's how every Peggy I know is having a blast because Margaret sucks, right? So I started having fun with mine, and at the beginning of this year I said, no longer am I going to be Tim Lowe, I want to be Moth Lowe. Pretty good, right? Tim Mothy. Right? It's a thinker! Not too many moths in comedy these days, right? Which is ironic because with the spotlight, you'd think we'd all flock towards it, but no, just this guy. I told my friend this, and he's like, dude, that's ridiculous. You can't just take the middle part of your name and create a new name. And I said, well, that's ironic coming from you, Anthony. Right? Yeah, but what kind of sense is that? What happened to the H? It should be Tony. If anyone here is named Anthony and you don't go by Tony, you're just a phony baloney Tony, am I right? All right, silly name jokes. I'm going to take a risk in a couple minutes up here, so I need you on my side now. I'll continue with the name jokes. The name theme, I would say Wesley, probably one of the whitest names out there. I think so. Which is ironic because Wesley Snipes, blackest person on the planet. Yeah, I love how ironic life can be. That's great. Makes me think though that there's going to be this Connecticut family, maybe Alex's father, is going to have the birth of their first son. They're going to have to name him Obama. It's going to happen one of these. Obama Daniel Buchanan. Oh, beautiful. They call him ODB for short. Hell yeah, we're having some fun. We're having some fun. If Wesley's the whitest name for a boy, then I think that the cutest little name for a little white girl has got to be Gentrified. That's pretty good. Little Jenny the Gentrifier. She's adorable, but she keeps taking things that don't belong to her. It's a real problem. It's a real problem. You know, a lot of people actually, they have names that reflect the kind of jobs that they have. You ever notice that? In fact, I've noticed a lot, and I wrote a little song about it. Can I sing a little song about names and jobs? There's Grill Masters Frank and Patty, Grave Diggers Doug and Phil, Mountain Climbing Cliff, and Poster Worker Bill. Art is a painter, and Rob likes to steal. If you're praying to the Lord above, you're gonna want to kneel. Jack fixes tires and Sparky fixes wires, but Eileen is disabled with her one missing leg. Rustles in the leaves that are shaded by a knee. Then Eileen is now a pirate because she's got a wooden peg. Pretty good. Pretty good, right? Here's the risk. I don't know how I feel about animal cruelty. I'm on the fence. Because let's consider that reincarnation is a thing. This idea that you come back to life over and over again, pretty much the opposite of YOLO, and that your karma dictates each succeeding life. How do we know that horrifically abused animals aren't some of the world's worst criminals come back to life to serve their cosmic prison sentence? What if hear me out. Like I said, I'm on the fence. I don't know how I feel. But what if all of Michael Vick's pit bulls were ISIS suicide bombers? Oh no! Like, dude, if I find out that my pet gerbil was a pedophile, right into the microwave. You know what I mean? Baked potato set. All right? All right, class dismissed. Thanks a lot, everyone.